What's up, people? This is Timmhotep from the Boombox.com, and I am here with
The Alchemist.
Evidence.
of Stepbrothers, the Stepbrothers, in the place to be.
Collectively.
Collectively,
Right?
the entity known, the dynamic duo.
Yes.
What's
Yeah,
going
I
on,
like
guys?
all
How you
that.
guys feeling?
Excellent.
I saw a really old clip of you guys,
Tight.
right? Rap City Steez.
Oh, with Scott Caan in it?
Yes.
I'm just on the side for
And,
1 second.
in the cut.
Caught that. You
Evidence,
caught
evidence,
I was
in the
I was
cut.
in the cut.
The camera pan to the left.
Pan to the left.
I got
So,
my
a
shine.
young
He had like a little
Michael.
shaggy haircut and shit, you know what I'm saying? On the low.
Come on, son.
What are you doing with your hand?
Right over there.
Yeah, Ed
Now-
always
now-
been the same, man.
So now people know you've been rapping since then, right? Obviously, right? Did Ev ever contribute to any of the hooligan stuff?
sure.
I was on one song called All Across the Map.
He was in the building, absolutely.
I was in the
Yeah,
building.
for sure. Ev had a group called Ev and His Invisible Friends, and he was a soloist.
I had a whole group, but
Yeah,
then
it was Ev and
nobody
His
could see
Invisible
them.
Friends, and he had a group with Will I Am, you know, early on when we were kids. So, but I mean, Ev always been rapping.
That's it. So who started rapping first and who started making beats first?
Well, I didn't know him when I started rapping, so
Right.
but when I met him, he was already doing it. So
We were both already.
we're probably influenced. We're the same grade, same age, pretty much. He's a little younger, so we're probably have the really similar influences. Probably same reasons to start doing it because that era was just so cold. You know what I mean? So a lot of people wanted to be a rapper, but not everyone followed through with it. It was like an idea.
Yeah.
But be a rapper at that time wasn't so easy when you were trying to come up under a time of like Public Enemy and X-Clan and like things like that.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about being like two white guys, right, from LA,
yeah,
right?
But, you know what I'm saying? But now it's pretty common. But at the time, you had to be kind of ill. Like DJ Revolution, my homie's white dude. He's like, I used to just get booed and thrown off stages. So it was my job to become Jesus of the turntable.
Yeah,
That's what he
that's kind
said.
of what it is. Yeah.
So like he considers himself like Jesus. So like if anyone nobody can tell him shit now. But you got to
Right.
go through those stages to get to that point.
Myself and Scott, we had the group, you know, the Hooligans, and we were actually shopping a deal. You know, Ev was instrumental in that from the beginning because he lived next door to QD3. I was the first person. He took us over there. We did demos with him, and then we got our deal.
I was trying to do demos with QD3, and he heard him, and it was blinders went on. It was like, yeah. Evidence, you're still gonna come over and smoke weed here and do graffiti in your book every day. But I'm working with Alan right now, which was dope, man. He deserved it. It was tight. It was real. I wasn't even jealous or anything. I was honestly like happy to be down with the whole shit.
It was an early time. We were, you know, the group was starting to move. We had meetings with Street Knowledge Management. We met with Ice Cube. We like met with everybody. DJ P was over there at the time, Paul Stewart. And I remember we were gonna sign with Ice Cube. Make a long story short, we met with him. This is when Wicked he was in the studio. We went
crazy.
to meet him in the studio. It was crazy. We were like, wow, Ice Cube, you know, QD came with us. And he was like, played us his new songs. He played us Wicked. He played us, I think I Got a Wetcha or one other joint. And he was like, so I'm gonna sign you guys. You're gonna be on East West, Street Knowledge. You're gonna have hoodies on all the time. You're gonna have your gold fronts, and you're gonna have Timberlands. And we were like, hell yeah, in the room. We were like, right? And then it didn't sink in till later. Like, I guess he had just been working with DOS Effects at the time, and he was on some like, all right, I'm gonna turn these two white guys into
He's
this
going to take you to the sewer.
imagery. He wanted to take
Yeah.
us to the sewer. And we thought about it the next day, like, I don't know if we're comfortable in the sewer because we were like white guys from Beverly Hills or, you know, and we were into like Tribe Called Quest and like all those like, that type of more vibe, like just like the jazz inspired beats. So I guess a couple days later, we're like, I don't know. And then on a whim, we had a meeting with Buzz Tone Management, who was managing Cypress. We met B Real and a couple people and it just happened like that. Like they wanted to take the shot with us. We were comfortable with it. And it just all grew from there, you know?
That's a fucking wild story.
It was crazy.
It's a wild story. Tell me about the record. Tell me about your favorite joints. Tell me about the approach to it.
Approach to it there was no approach. Didn't realize that me personally how much I was making an album. I keep saying this, but it's really true. Like it was just I go over there, walk in, it smells like weed. There's a beat playing. I'm like, that's dope. He goes, I go, okay. Get on the couch until it's done. I'm gonna go in the booth. Bet, hits record. Then he's like, all right, I got something. Then he lays it, and then it's like, you hungry? Yeah. And then you like, yo, what are you gonna do later? I don't know. All right, peace. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's like it really wasn't. With an album, I'm from a major label. I was on Capitol Records. We get big advances. You write down a big list of all these producers you're gonna work with, how the songs are gonna go. It's structured.
Oh, man.
A&R's
Days.
kicking in, and it fucking makes you want to start dancing and shit. And fucking now it's like what he was saying in high school is we leave high school early. He was just new to making beats. He put up a beat. We rap in his handheld in his 4-track. We make a tape of it, drive somewhere, smoke some weed, and think it was the shit. It's really back to that. You know what I'm saying? Like there is nobody. And then I didn't take any copies of it, so I didn't really know. Yo, I could change this line better and do. Nah, before I knew it, it was mixed. You know, and I was like, okay, dope. So I think like I took some chances on this as far as being influenced by new styles. Some of it's a little maybe like creative or risky as far as like not my solid thing, but I think that's great because it's like you could say the same thing about the beats.
It's like you guys kind of came full circle.
Yeah, I didn't want on purpose to not like no copies. Like he'd come back the next day after a record and a new beat would be up and we'll move on to the next one. I kind of wanted him to forget, but then I think he started thinking I didn't like joints. So after a while, I was like, no, I still love it. I just don't. He's like. Thinking, oh, I thought you just didn't play it and didn't tell me nothing. It was like, and I didn't listen to him either because I didn't want to start trying to think too much with this project. Because we've been making music since kids.
You capture the spontaneity. Now, you guys, correct me if I'm wrong, have known each other for quite a while, right? Since like teenage days and shit, right?
I mean, that was like 3 years ago, but yeah.
Pretty much.
You met 3 years ago?
No, I mean,
in our teenage days.
I'm 22, so yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, 4 years. 3.
Now, you guys obviously have to have a lot of shit in common, right? What are the things that made you guys bond? It's like, damn, this dude...
Weed.
Yeah,
that's it.
Weed.
Weed's the common bond.
That was it, huh?
Weed, pussy.
Weed and
Is
pussy.
this politically correct?
No, it's not.
All right, those two.
Keep it real.
Yeah.
But wait, so pussy...
And then love for music.
Wait, you guys
later, right?
You guys weren't sharing.
We just
the
had
girls.
pussy and weed for a couple of years.
Yeah.
We were like, yo.
And then you were inspired
then we
to do
discovered
music.
Well, kids don't want to rap. They want to get girls and they want to smoke weed. That's so those two things. I was just putting it bluntly, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, sibling rivalry. Who smokes more weed?
He is.
I think I'm gonna just win everything.
Yeah, he probably is.
So continue.
Go ahead.
Who's the better skater?
He is.
Word?
Come on, Tim. Come on.
Yo,
give him one.
Who?
Give him a lob.
Who's
Give
the
him a
better
lob.
photographer?
This guy is good.
Definitely an alchemist. Yeah.
Evidence is a better photographer.
I went there.
Who is more popping on Instagram?
Yeah, he doesn't even do it.
Take it away, Evidence.
Yeah, he got like 20,000 followers from doing nothing.
He has people who don't even know he raps, who just knows him as Evidence on Instagram.
That's pretty dope.
It's kind of a bar.
Yeah, it's
kind of crazy.
It is a bar.
That's a bar.
Who gets more mommies? I know you guys are
Tough
connoisseurs of the mommies.
I always get, like Drew Haas said, man.
He always gets the pussy because he says he's
I always
Spanish.
get
But
the pussy because I tell him that I'm Spanish.
here's the difference. At a club,
Add it up.
here's the difference. At a club, Alchemist, out of 100 girls, Alchemist will tug 100 girls' t-shirts.
I don't know if that's an accurate statement.
Listen,
Evidence.
all right, and leave with one. I will tug no t-shirts and leave with one.
And leave it none.
Not one. So it's like different ways to get to the same place.
So it might be
tug
even
shirts,
on that.
yeah, like a
It might be
shirt
shirt
tugger.
tugging.
Yeah.
Now
This
we
guy's
know
an
something
animal,
about
man.
you.
It's disgusting.
I don't even
even
want
like
the
being
girl. I just
around
want a
them.
shirt.
I gotta go over there. I don't have game like that. My civilian Mac is terrible.
Listen, I was around Mobb Deep for a long time, man.
Yes, this is very true.
They turn
Sink
them
or
into
swim,
it.
man. You gotta, you know?
More records. Who got more vinyl?
I have more muscle so I can carry them.
Who got more beats? Who would win in?
It's the only thing I'm good at life so far is photos.
Who would win in a rhyme battle?
Evidence.
I don't know. No, I don't know. All he does.
I
is
watch a lot of battles.
Yeah, I think he would. I
Like,
think
I
he would do.
pretty much-
No, I think he would. I think he might give me a run for my
In
money.
a
just
battle, but like just skill,
Yeah.
he'll win. But maybe the battle thing, I got bars, man.
I know you
I'm
got
coming.
bars. I know you got
telling
bars.
you, man.
You've had bars for quite a while.
I'm eyeing some opponents for the battle scene. I'm scoping out the URL. I'm scoping out King of the Dot. I'm looking for my first kill. I'm looking for my first kill.
Oh man, you about to give him that work, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if he really did that. I think he could go in a battle and fuck
I kind of just want to get destroyed, though. It'd be kind of ill to just go into battle and just let somebody demolish
Like
you.
cannabis, you show up in the arm sling and
Yeah,
shit?
we can't do that.
Or
That's
like
we were there. We were there.
Word?
Yeah,
A
man.
compliment battle.
break
would
your
be ill,
heart,
too.
though?
It broke my heart a little bit.
Like a compliment battle where you just try to battle, but
Why
really
don't
just
you guys-
compliment them.
That's tight.
Why don't you
Like,
guys
wow,
make
you're
a
so-
song?
like in an aggressive way. Like
You guys got to
compliment
make a song like what AZ and Nas the Flyers, where it's like, yo, it's just
You're the
baby
Flyers,
blue, they're
right.
powder blue. No, your shit's better.
them. But it's got to be aggressive and angry.
Yeah.
That's this, you know what I mean? The irony. Yes.
Yeah. I said it at the same time.
Good stuff.
Like twins.
Yeah.
It's twins, but brothers from a different mother. So let's get the final wrap up on the album. Tell them what you think.
Yeah, it's like the blackest album ever done by 2 white people.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's good. It's velvet.
Velvet.
And you know, it's a velvet piece of work.
Yeah.
From the great people at Rhyme Sayers. Step Brothers. I'm with it.
Alchemist and Evidence,
Love.
Step Brothers.